Welcome back to Confident Content Pillars with me, your host, Hayley Janzen, your content coach for the next little bit. And I'm super excited to hop into this training. We are diving straight into the spreadsheet. You guessed it, into the template. So I'm going to reshare my screen and we're going to go directly to the beautiful Confident Content Pillars spreadsheet. So I'm going to walk you through each of these steps. It's super simple and you only have to fill it out one time. So it might look complicated at the beginning, but it is a bank. So basically think of this as an investment into your content's future. So first off, you're going to insert your offer name here at the top. So whatever your offer is, I have an example here. We're going to dive into each of these in a second. But the example is a mother-daughter relationship course. So potentially you'd be a relationship coach. And I actually do have a wonderful client who this is her niche. So I thought I'd kind of walk you through how I would fill out this spreadsheet as a relationship coach if I was her. And so you're going to insert your course or your name or your offer, your service here in the top left corner. And you're able to do this for multiple offers, but we're just going to start off with one today. And as you can see here, you got your name here, and then you're also, these two purple sections, which I highlighted yellow here, are the two you're going to fill out first. So you're going to fill out the name, and then you're going to put your ideal customer or client avatar here in this section. So for her, her target audience, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, or other way, is mothers with teenage daughters who are between the ages of 12 and 19 years old. So these two pieces are the most important. If you're not sure who your ideal customer is, definitely reach out to me in the DMs. I'm always happy to help. You can always find me at hayleyjanzen.com, or sorry, at Hayley Janzen if it's on social media. And I would be happy to help you figure out who your soulmate, follower, or client is. But for now, you're going to insert this section, and once you're done those two things, we're going to dive into the content pillars. Now, you should have figured out your content pillars based off your program. And I actually went to ChatGPT and I asked if I was going to launch an online course as a relationship coach for moms and their teenage daughters, what would 6 pillars of my course be if I wanted to improve and better their relationship? And so that it gave me 6 content pillars right here, 6 steps or 6 pillars of the course, which we're going to use to promote this offer. So we're going to switch to this one now, because I think you kind of get the idea. Your offer goes here, your soulmate, follower, or client, or your ideal customer avatar is old bro marketing kind of calls it. I like to call it your soulmate, follower, client. The person that you are talking to goes here, so that we can actually use ChatGPT to build out our content ideas for us in the near future. So confident content pillars is not just about having the pillars. It's about having a really strong foundation for your content so you can build a content skyscraper. And so if you want this, I would definitely take this prompt here. You can just take it. I'll actually put it directly into a new one right here, and we'll just go wee. And we'll, oops, I want to just paste this right in here so you have it. I want to make sure it's swung around and that it's in the middle. Cool. So if I was going to launch an online course, and you could put whatever type of offer as your title for ideal customer avatar, what would the 6 pillars of my type of offer be if I wanted to desired result? Okay, so that is your, I'm just going to put that in here, chat GPT prompt for content pillars. So you just got the gold, the secret nugget, the secret passcode to getting your content pillars. So we're just going to put that there and put content pillars that's how you're going to brainstorm that if you need to, right? So we're going to go back to hers because I copied and pasted them already. It was communication, boundaries, empathy and understanding, emotional intelligence, trust and respect, and then strengthening bonds and creating positive experiences. If you want bonus content as well, before we hop into the next part, just read through these. These are really going to help you improve your content in general. So you can use those points alongside of the content ideas that we're going to brainstorm in this spreadsheet. But this is basically just content, audience growth, launching, sales, and scaling. So you just want to repeat this process and follow along with these steps as you're posting content to make sure that you're getting the most out of your content. Okay, so how do we fill in the rest of the squares? I'm going to zoom out a little bit, 75. And how do you fill in all these squares? So we're going to do one so you can see what it's like. And I think you're going to get the point after that. And it's going to be really awesome. So the first kind of content pillar, because these are your niche content pillars. These are the ones for your offer, for your course, for your service. And then these are the content pillars that are really good for creating, converting content. And so we just want to combine these together to create beautiful content that's going to fill all of this right here. So how do we do that? We use these prompts. So I'm going to copy the first prompt under problems and mistakes. We're going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to personally start a new, actually, no, let's just keep it in this one. So we're going to paste this here. And I know that this person's ideal customer avatar is mothers with teen daughters. So all we're doing is replacing this insert, so the ICA, the ideal customer avatar, with, I just pasted, copy and pasted. So what are some problems and mistakes mothers with teenage daughters who are between 12 and 19 years old make when it comes to having communication? So that's the first content pillar. Now, this could even build out your offer if you wanted to, because really your paid offer is just, there's more in depth, more answers, more personalization, more implementation, more accountability. But on social media, we're giving a lot away, but it's never going to stop people from buying from you if you're giving a lot away. People want coaching and personalization and done for you services, no matter how much value you give online. So we're going to send this away to ChatGPT. It's going to start working away for us. And basically, these are topics, these are content ideas that you can talk about on social media, whether you want to use a list or if you want to talk about each of these individually, that's totally up to you. I talk about that in other programs that I do, how to do content. I have memberships. And so if you want to join those, I can definitely walk you through how to create content with these content ideas. But for now, we are just making sure that you are confident enough with your content pillars and with your content ideas to move forward. So I'm actually going to copy and paste all of this because I find that sometimes the bottom's important. You could actually copy the top as well. And so this is where I'm going to paste it. So I'm going to click into the square. I just clicked Command V on my keyboard. I have a MacBook Air. If you have a Windows, you'd probably click Control V. You're going to copy and paste it. And now I'm just going to make sure it's all kind of rounded, make sure it's left aligned so it looks good in here. And when I click into it, I can see everything. And for me personally, I like to bold the titles, or I like to bold them once I've used them. So maybe I'll undo that. So just kind of use your own discretion here. If you want to bold now so you can see all the different topics, you can. But for me, I would bold once I've used it so that I know it's been used. However, you can talk about these things lots because people need to see things. It used to be 7 times before they buy something. Now it's more like 21 times. And so that's why being consistent, talking about the same thing over and over is really important. But why does this sell your offer? I want you to kind of guess, maybe like take a second to think about it. Why would creating content from your pillars that are focused on your offer sell? Because problems and mistakes, myths and debunking them, limiting beliefs and objections, inspiration and connection, hot tips and freebies, social proof, all these things, when they're pointing back to your course or your service, when they're pointing back, it's naturally selling for you. It's talking about all the topics that you would naturally talk about inside of your program or your offer, your service, and it's selling for you. It's as long as you have a clear call to action, you're moving people towards your offer and you're inviting them to DM you, you're inviting them to click the link, you're giving them calls to action, this content will sell for you, right? It's on the right topic. It's not random. It's very specific. It's exactly what your audience wants to learn about. And this basically skips the whole step of doing market research. Okay. So now that we have this is awesome. So these are all things that this mother-daughter coach could start to speak on. Now we're going to do, let's see, the myths. We'll do a few. So you'll start to see this fill out. We're going to copy this script. Let me go back, paste it into ChatGPT, grab I'm just going to copy it from here, our ICA, our soulmate follower and client. And we're going to grab the new, it's still communication, the content pillar. So to communication. So this one says, what are some myths mothers with teenage daughters who are between 12 and 19 years old believe when it comes to communication, and debunk them? It's a pretty cool one. So myth number 1, my daughter should always come to me first with her problems. Myth number 2, I should have all the answers. Myth number 3, my daughter should think and feel the same way I do. So these are freaking awesome, right? And now you can see how knowing what your course idea is, knowing who you're talking to, and your content pillars can create powerful content ideas for you to share. So again, I would probably do one reel or one carousel where you list all the myths, but then I'd also deep dive into each of these topics. And so I'm going to copy all of this, go back, paste it in here. Maybe I'll take the same styling and put it there. So cool. Now we've got all the myths in here, right? So you've got a bank of content ideas waiting for you to play with. It's going to be so amazing. Now all you have to do is increase your content creation skills, right? And that's what I do inside of the content. Actually, I do it in a couple of places. I'll show you my website quickly so you can hop in there. If you're wanting to do a course, I teach all of this inside of my courses. We do savvy reels, standout video content, potent content. This is how entrepreneurs can learn how to create potent content with Canva. I've got my membership. This one's my personal favorite. It's $7 a month. It's absolutely insane for limited time access to the content inside of the portal, monthly live streams and trainings, the ultimate content plan, bank and scheduler, organizing your content like a pro. There is so much in here. And one of my favorites and one of my clients' favorites is Content Flicks. They love being able to open up Content Flicks and have templates and prompts ready for them to go at all times. So now you could take any of these content ideas and literally just plug and play with Content Flicks. You never have to worry. It's super easy to brand, customize to your own branding. So many prompts, no cheesy quote cards here. Absolutely not. And so that's the $7 membership, or you could join the Content Hive, which is the next level up, which is $33 a month right now. And it is like a group coaching. It's going to blow your mind. It's group coaching. And if you're tired of all of these things and you want more of this and you want to sell really easily, I would check out this. I would read through this and just have a lot of fun. People are raving about it. They love the Hive. They love group coaching. And I just make sure that we're making your content super, super easy with content planning, content creation, and writing captions super, super quick every single week. So yeah, that is the Content Hive. I'd love to see you inside there. There's more on the page, but we'll get back into our confident content pillar. So now that I've shown you two this way, I'm going to show you one more this way, and we can start to build out a little bit more. So we're going to go back. I copied the prompt. I copied this prompt here, paste it. And instead of the communication being our content pillar, we're going to take, I think it was boundaries was the next one. Let's double check. Yeah, boundaries. So we're going to move this to boundaries. So what are some problems and mistakes mothers with teenage daughters who are between 12 and 19 years old make when it comes to having boundaries? So we're going to scroll down and it's going to answer that. So cool. It's literally starting to fill this out for us. So how beautiful is this? All you have to do is do this one time. And I know experts say having one offer and scaling one offer is very powerful. And so if you are scaling one offer right now, this would be the way to do it. This would be the way to brainstorm content that's going to speak to the offer you are scaling right now. I don't want you to waste your time with content creation. I want to make sure there's a strategy behind it. I want to make sure that the people you're talking to feel heard, that they know that you know their problems and mistakes, that you know how to debunk myths in their belief system, that you know how to handle their objections, that you know how to keep them inspired and connected, right? Okay, so now it should be loaded. So we're going to grab these and I'm going to copy and paste it here. Ta-da! See how this is gonna, like, let's just pretend I did all of these. Look how so many content ideas, right? But I don't know. Do you guys want me to keep going? This is not a live video, but but don't you see it's like so much fun? You want to just keep going. Like once you have your content pillars and you have these prompts, which turn them red for a second so you can see the difference. Like when you're entering these in, look how much content you have. This is like 10 pieces of content or more because you can reuse these again and again. So that's like 60 pieces of content just in one row here. So 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 400 to 500 content ideas that you can use on repeat just from filling this out. So I think that's enough. I think you guys understand how to use this. You just keep copying and pasting and oh, a bunch of crows just flew by. I hope that wasn't too loud. I have the window open, but that's so funny. Sorry. So as long as you have your ideal customer avatar and your content pillars, then you should be good to go to fill out this entire spreadsheet. Always feel free to message me on social media if you want to get into one of my other programs or memberships. And yeah, I think that's it, folks. I'm going to reshare, go back to the beautiful content pillars, the confident content pillars, beautiful graphic. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you have some big takeaways, that you're able to fill out your beautiful content pillars spreadsheet. And I will see you in online and in the next program that you decide to join with me. Talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.